Hello, everyone. I'm Christina, and I'm popping in here today on a Friday. And for a lot of you in America, right about now, everybody's starting to hit that Friday traffic. So maybe this will be a good thing to listen in for everybody else who's at home just chilling. Join in the chat if you can. That'll be awesome. Want to thank everybody, all the new subscribers that have come along, and welcome. Just welcome to everyone. Join in the chat. I really love that. For anyone new, just subscribe. I hope you like it enough to subscribe. Share the videos. It helps out so much. Hello, Jesus loves you. I'm glad to see you. It's good to see you. I was getting all tongue twisted. Thank you for the thumbs up. All right. So today we are starting with news about a super cold, super flu season, right? And we were all kind of watching for this particular season to be harder anyway, for a few reasons, because we felt like some people that had been medicated a certain way might be more vulnerable immune system wise now to certain things that we could just naturally handle before. Hello, AA Strumming. Welcome, sweetie. Listening and eating. That's good. Can't go wrong there, girl. All right. So instead of just a normal cold and flu season, we get a super cold and a super flu season. So I didn't just hear about this in the news. I was actually hearing about it from a couple of people. So I decided to start asking some questions. And I found out that it definitely wasn't just happening to the cootie stuck, the ones that got that thing. The ones who didn't get it are also getting it, okay, which is important to know. And they're saying that it's similar to the cooties, the big CB, and so similar that it's hard for a lot of folks to be able to tell the difference, which really implies a mutation. Because that's what Mother Nature does. You can't really kill a virus. It just mutates and becomes a monster. Okay, that's what viruses actually do. If you tend to mess with it too much. So, what they're doing is they're recommending fourth boosters, especially for the immunocompromised. And now they're talking about mandating flu shots too, mandating it. All right, so they're freaking out. It's a big deal. Hello, welcome, Clarissa. I had a dream about people breaking out in untreatable sores. Yeah, we know from the Bible that's coming. I mean, it is coming. I always wonder how and how many different ways. Untreatable sores. This is awful. It's coming though. Not complying, probably. Well, since they are shedders, that would make sense that, okay, because it's not just the vaxxed, it's the unvaxxed that are also getting sick. One person that was unvaxxed, he said that he's been taking his vitamin C and he's been up on his vitamins, so any sniffle he gets never really stands a chance. But there was one person who was, I'm not sure if he was taking his vitamins beforehand, but he definitely was during the 9 days that he was very, very ill. And he still had it for 9 days, and it was really bad. Welcome, Maccabeus. Hello. Okay. Aaron D'Souza, welcome. They will seek for death for 5 months, and death will flee from them. You are good. You're up on your Bible verses. That's really good, because a lot of times I'll remember, but I'm in the middle of saying things, so I don't have time to look up every single Bible verse. So the better verse that you are, the better, because sometimes I don't have time to stop. But a lot of things that I say, they can be Googled, pretty much everything. Okay, so I want you to be aware that this would be the time to make sure that you keep your hands clean and keep those vitamins up. Make sure that your stock on your vitamins is good. Remember to look to your homemade remedies that have been working for centuries, like your honey, your medicinal teas, your hottie toddies, vitamin C, your zinc, your Vapor Rub, the normal stuff. Have those on hand, because they're talking about how bad of a winter this is going to be. And it's not just going to be because of this, but the things that I'm going to talk about is going to compound it even worse. It can take something like this and turn it into pneumonia real easy if we're not ready. Hey, stop that. Hey, stop it. Sorry, my kitties, they're in the house. They've gotten to that really playful age. I've got one of them adopted, one of them I'm keeping, and the other two I'm going to work on getting adopted this weekend. But they like to chew on my cords, and this one was chewing on my mouse cord, you know. Yep, your asthma will flare up for no apparent reason. Okay. All right. So yes, it can be compounded with other medical issues. All right. But now we've got these abounding shortages. So really now is the time to get it if you can. I mean, believe me, I checked out my vitamin stash, my vitamin C stash, and ran out to the dollar store and just went ahead and got another bottle. It's getting colder. Tonight here in Southeast Texas, where I'm at, it's going to hit the 40s, like 45-ish, 44. And what they're talking about now, this is just one person. A lot of people have been saying, hey, you know, some blackouts can be happening this winter, which is awful, especially if you're really sick, right? And you don't have any battery backup. Mike from Around the World said last night, and this is awful what I heard. He said that we could have power outages that could last 30 to 45 days. Now, can you imagine being sick in the middle of winter with no electricity, nothing to heat your house? That's the kind of sick you just don't want to be. You know, they do have, you know, little candle, clay pot heaters, things like that to really start looking into. But see, maybe the grid's not good. Maybe that's what everybody is referring to. But we got to think about how everything's been going on lately. We've got meteors, they're saying, are going to impact the earth, cause little fires. Yeah, they could cause outages. Okay. We've also got quakes, hurricanes, tornadoes, CMEs, fires, sinkholes, tsunamis, lava, and blizzards. And I'm sure a plethora, like people running into light poles. There's going to be reasons that the power is going to go off. And there's no guarantee that it'll be just a day or a few weeks. It could be a month and a half in the middle of winter. Right? Doesn't sound fun, does it? BP Earthwatch reported today that Earth is about to get hit with 1.8 million mile per hour solar winds lasting for a couple days beginning on Saturday. He's talking about possible auroras and type 2 radiation alert and strong quakes, volcanic activity, and grid issues. And I know a lot of you are already getting snow. I know it. I've seen it in the news. And, you know, it's not time for us to get it yet, but I know y'all are. All right. But the question has to be raised with all these volcanoes that's been going off, all these things. Could we be facing a volcanic winter? Probably. It's a very good chance. I mean, and that by itself could cause the winter to be colder, much, much colder than normal. Because you have to ask yourself, why are they expecting such a very cold winter? There has to be a reason. Okay, maybe a double wobble. But I mean, it just all goes back to that extra solar system circling around us like a buzzard. It's causing all these problems in our solar system, right? So volcanic winters would probably happen at some point, but it is supposed to get colder. Okay. So those of you that have solar backup, keep your batteries charged. Okay. Because it can save you over and over again, especially if you're sick and you need like a breathing treatment. It can be medically necessary for this fall and winter season. And on the days, hold on, the days that I don't need it for emergencies, I'll use it for little things around the house, like a fan or, excuse me, charging up my computer or whatever, so that I'm at least getting my bill down and I'm getting experience with my machine, finding out what it can handle, what it can't. And to get everything, not just to have it, but to know how best to use it, how long it'll last with certain things. You see what I mean? And also with solar, at least they come with other ways to charge it. Like you can put the battery in your car with the solar panels and put the solar panels on your windshield. Just pull your visors down, kind of hold it in place. You know, if you don't want to leave it outside in the yard where anybody can just take off with it, just put it in your car windshield. For those of you who have vehicles, when you're also driving your car, it has a little thing where you can plug it into your little cigarette lighter spot and it'll charge the battery while you're driving. You don't want to charge the battery in your car while your car's off, though. It'll just drain your battery. But when you're driving around, you can charge it. Okay. The anticipated difficult winter for those with altered immune systems. Yes. See, we were kind of thinking that, well, at least I was, and some others definitely, that a lot of people now are going to be immunocompromised. A lot of people, millions, in fact, trillions, according to how many may have taken this cootie cure, right? So we were already worried. All right. So this is going to be the test that's going to test all of our theories to see what's going to happen. But that doesn't mean that it's just going to affect them, because the illnesses that they might have can still be contagious. So please be careful. Don't feel like you're made of bullets, bulletproof. Don't think you're bulletproof. Okay. Let's check the chat super fast. Hello, Fiddlesticks. Welcome. Okay, I'm just checking. Good. It's good to have the wool blankets. I've heard of those water bottles, those hot water bottles. Christina, what's up, dude? Much love to you too, Calico. Orlando, love that state. America to see Wolf nuclear subs were armed and went back out to sea. Yes, I was seeing some of that. Welcome, Bubba News. Awesome. We've caught up on all that. This one is going to be a shorter live stream compared to the one that I'm going to be doing on Sunday at 4 o'clock, which we are going to be doing that from now on, every Sunday at 4 o'clock. So whether y'all get notified or not, y'all know, well, Central Standard Time. That's what time. So you'll get used to that, and you'll know that I'm going to be here. So we're going to make it just a shorter time, but I'm going to at least make sure that the list that I've got. Oh, yeah. Watch out. The flu shots are being pushed on everybody, because you got to think about why they would be doing something like that. 40 years ago, when we got the flu, well, we just got the flu. You know, we had the warm castor oil and cotton balls in our ears, and we had our Vapo Rub. If any of y'all are old enough to remember when we just went through the flu with the chicken broth and some TLC and some socks on our feet and a blanket, you know, and a thermometer nearby. That's how we dealt with it back then. But now they've messed with our body so much that we need a shot for everything, which I don't think the ends justifies the means, really, because it's not really doing anybody any long-term favors. Because really getting sick with the flu in the textbooks, and it's just a fact, was our immune system's way of exercising. Really, it's good to get a little bit sick once in a while, because it helps out our entire system. It makes our immune system stronger. But if you keep kicking your immune system out of the way and making it lazy, well, you really open yourself up more. You really should, you know, not interfere. That's what I think is going to be proven in end. It's what science always showed us to begin with. But I think they've messed with it enough that now they're having to mandate these flu shots. And fourth boosters are recommended for the immunocompromised. Okay, fourth booster plus a flu shot now. And how long has it been? Oh, the year's not even up yet. Oh, man. Y'all must love punishment. All right. Yep. Okay, next Sunday, this Sunday, we're going to be talking about dependency on the system, food rationing, things like that. It's going to be really fun, and hopefully I won't get a negative view. I don't know how you get a negative view on a live count. It's always supposed to be 1. You can get 0, but you don't get -1 view. So you know that there's definitely still some shadow banning going on, which is why I'm trying to be at least a little bit more, a little bit easier to catch. Welcome, Johnny Bravo. Bubba News says there's definitely a difference between good old-fashioned immunization instead of the pain they're pushing all for the corporate greed. Oh, yeah. The medication is completely different. I mean, the mRNA just wasn't going on back then. Hello, Tim Giddy. We have had a lot of changes, and I'm telling you, there's a big difference. That you should always have an alarm bell going off in your head when you hear the government's pushing something, because they're the ones who, if you remember, any of y'all remember Vietnam, they designed heroin to get people off of cocaine. The shots they give people have not been, when it comes to the government pushing it on you, has never been something you can trust. Take a look. It's not the same thing as you go to your doctor and they run some tests and they know all about your medical history and they personally know what to do with you individually. They don't just put a hat, one size fits all. That can be dangerous. Okay. So, just think about that. Yes, better late than never. My daddy always said that too. Hello, Christy Betts. I'm hoping that all of y'all will join me Sunday at 4 o'clock. Maccabeus says, I got to head out to the bank to withdraw some money so I can keep back tomorrow. Yep. You're planning well. That's wonderful. Crystal Lloyd, I'm so glad you could come. Almost missed you. I'm very sorry. She says, watching intently from Oz to see how your winter season goes. I'm praying for you all, the Jews. Praying. Okay. Thank you so much, Crystal. Mwah. That's wonderful. I'm glad you like it. All right. Okay. All right. So we're just going to hang up for now. I want to see y'all all back here on Sunday. And I love y'all. You'll have a wonderful weekend. Bye, y'all.